I was paying a lot of money to live in this apartment in Brooklyn. Um, and the landlord just was very neglectful. When I was looking for my next apartment, I really wanted to do more due diligence on both the building and the landlord, but I was really disappointed with the lack of resources to do that. So I went very low tech. I started standing outside of buildings that I was considering, waiting for people, walking in and out in New York, like stopping them on the sidewalk, saying, "Hey, do you live here? How's the landlord? Should I move in?" And I got a lot of really valuable information from doing that. People would say, "Oh, the building shows really well, but the basement always floods when it rains, or their packages get stolen all the time, or the hot water only lasts for 5 minutes." These types of things that you would only be able to get had you spoken to someone who was living in the building. So that was the light bulb moment for Openigloo, which is, can we crowdsource this information from renters? Can we combine it with city data to give, renters the power to do their own background check on a building and a landlord before they move in? I was probably on the phone with like 10 renters a day in the early days of launching the app, just constantly trying to get feedback from what their experiences were as a renter, what they wanted to see in the platform, what their experience was using the application. Actually, a lot of our ideas and iterations of Openigloo came from those user interviews. They move into the building, they love it, they make it their own, right? They invest time and money into their apartment, and then they get slammed with a 20% increase the following year, and they have to do the process all over again. This is a huge pain point for renters. So that's one of the things that we wanted to help address, which is on every single building in New York City, we tag it if it has rent stabilized units in the building, and if the building is protected by good cause eviction, the new piece of legislation that just passed this year to limit rent increases. When we got the invitation to speak at City Hall, to share our perspectives and our learnings, it was something that we felt a responsibility to do, because we have hundreds of thousands of New York City renters leveraging our platform that are struggling with this every single day. So we really wanted to do what we could to share our perspectives and what we've learned, and ultimately why we think the Fair Act is going to be net positive, not just for renters but also for landlords and real estate agents.